A new true book, Dinosaurs. This was written in 1981 by Mary Lou Clark. Dinosaurs. The word dinosaur means terrible lizard. Years and years ago, more than you can count, these great animals lived on the earth. There were no people then. Do you know these dinosaurs? Brontosaurus, Tyrannosaurus rex, Stegosaurus, Triceratops, Corythosaurus, I can't pronounce that one very good, Diplodocus, and a modern horse. That gives you a comparison of the size. Brontosaurus, right there. Thunder lizard was as big as 10 elephants. It was a plant eater. Thunder lizard has another name, Brontosaurus. Brontosaurus means thunder lizard. Some of the time, thunder lizards stood in the water. They ate the plants that grew there. The water helped the thunder lizards hold up their heavy bodies. The longest lizard, Diplodocus, looked a great deal like thunder lizard. It was a plant eater too. Can you imagine how big it was? Measuring a string 80 times as long as this picture. This is how big longest lizard was. So 80 times this size. Armored lizard lived on land. It was a plant eater. That's a Stegosaurus. Armored lizard had hard plates of bone along its back. These plates of bone helped protect it from meat eaters. There was a leaping lizard. It lived on land. It was a meat eater, Allosaurus. Allosaurus fighting a Brontosaurus. The meat eaters were enemies of the plant eaters. The meat eaters went after the thunder lizards when they came out of the water. Thunder lizards were too heavy to run away. They had only their tails and teeth to fight with. Often they lost to the meat eaters. Millions and millions of years went by. Slowly changes took place. The first of the dinosaurs disappeared from the earth, but other dinosaurs appeared. Tyrant King was the most fierce of all. Tyrant King was a meat eater. He had big jaws and sharp teeth. Tyrannosaurus rex. Corythosaurus and Brontoceratops. Duck-billed lizard had a mouth shaped like a duck's. It had many rows of teeth. One of the smaller plant-eating dinosaurs had a sharp beak. It had a shield-shaped skull bone at the back of its head, too. Its beak, teeth, and skull helped protect it from the meat-eating dinosaurs. Triceratops. Three-horned face had 3 horns. It had a shield-shaped bone in the back of its head. Horn-faced lizards were plant eaters. They used their horns to fight off the fierce Tyrant King. Paleosaurus. At the time of the dinosaurs, big lizard-like animals lived in the sea. There were near lizards with long necks. There were fish lizards that were more like fish. Ichthyosaur. Can't pronounce that one. American alligator and an iguana. Millions and millions of years went by. The earth changed. The weather changed. The big dinosaurs did not change fast enough. They died. Now there are no dinosaurs, but there are animals living today that belong in the same group of animals as the dinosaurs. Some reptiles are like dinosaurs. Lizard-like hip bones. Bird. There's lizard-like and there's bird-like hip bones. Scientists say that there were two basic groups of dinosaurs. One group had hip bones that fit together like those of a lizard. The other group had hip bones arranged very much like those of birds. Many birds are like other dinosaurs, especially the small meat eaters. Today, many scientists think dinosaurs are closest to the bird family. What came before the dinosaur? Before there were dinosaurs, there were many other kinds of animals. Some lived in the sea, some lived on land. The very first animals lived in the sea. They were small. Many of them had shells. Later, there were fish. One of the biggest of these was the terrible fish, Dinkias, I can't pronounce that, Europs. Drawn-out face was one of the first animals to walk on land. It had smooth skin. It could live in water and on land. Many years before the dinosaurs appeared, there was a sailback animal that lived on land, Dimetrodon. The dinosaurs laid eggs. They often left the eggs to hatch, just as some reptiles do today. Before the dinosaurs disappeared, there were some small animals called mammals. Mammals are animals that give birth to their young. They feed their young milk. Sometimes mammals have to fight to keep their young safe. These are some early mammals. What came after dinosaurs? After all the dinosaurs were gone, there were large mammals on the earth. Now some of these are gone too. Mastodon, mammoth, saber-toothed tiger. Fossils. Stories in stone. If there were no people in the world, how do we know about these animals of long ago? Many animals have left a story. The story is found in the layers of rock of the earth. Digging for dinosaur bones in Utah. Animals died and left their bones. They left their footprints. Many of these bones and footprints have been found. They have been changed into stone. They are called fossils. The North American mastodon lived from coast to coast, from Alaska to Mexico. Dinosaur footprints in Connecticut. People study the fossils. A rock with a fossil in it may be sent to a museum. In the museum, the fossils are set up so that many people can see them. Fossils tell about the size of the dinosaurs. They tell us what dinosaurs probably ate. Scientists dig out dinosaur bones in Dinosaur National Monument. Camarasaurus and fossil of a saber-toothed tiger found in California. There is still much of the story to be found out. Dinosaurs are only a small part of the much bigger story, the story of our Earth and how it changed. Someday you will want to read more about the stories that fossils tell. The end.